Hey guys, this is Deb with Art and Grace. Come on in. Today we're doing another owl. Now I've already put down my multi-purpose sealer. This is what I use to seal my wood. As you can see, I'm going to mix probably most of this with my black to get a dark blue. You can buy a dark blue or you can just mix to get whatever color you're looking for. So just cross motions. I'm kind of doing X motions with my couple of blues I have on my palette. And again, this is a wood canvas. It's 9 by 12, so it's a great size. I'm going to go ahead and do my sides in this blue as well. So there's our little background. We don't care too much. We just want some color. And I love the navy blue. I tend to gravitate toward the colors that I love, but you can definitely do anything. You'll see once I get this design down, you'll see how you could change it up and think outside the box. Okay, let me draw this and we're going to sketch on our owl. Okay, so we are going to put a little tree branch. You know, just that. We are going to draw our owl. We did the same thing the other day. I'm going to show you again. So we're going to start with kind of an oval head. And I'm using a light touch so that I can erase what it takes me a minute to kind of get it the shape I want. So if you just have a light touch, you can erase anything you don't want. And then we're going to bring the body. Oh, that's okay. That's a little wide. Let's see. I like a big bird, I like that. And right before I hit the live button, we come on a couple of minutes early. We're in an event, or supposed to. Sometimes I forget. But right before I hit live, I thought of using a hem for part of this. This is completely impromptu, so I think I'm gonna decoupage on a little bit of a hem, and you'll see why once we get this little guy going. Little girl. This is definitely a girl today. Totally different than the owl I did the other day. Okay, so we like that. You could even trace, something round. I usually just kind of go for it. So something like that. Remember, if you watched me the other day, you know that the way that I teach is to break these paintings down into steps. And the first thing I would tell you guys is to think about the shape. So you have an oval. You have another oval here, even though, we're not doing the bottom or the top, but it is an oval, kind of like a football shape. Circle eyes, triangle here. So you can break these down to where they're so much easier. Now I want smaller wings on this one because we're going to do something with the hem. So we'll kind of have our wing come out like that. And this part, that's not very much. Might do like that. And then we'll have a couple of little feet there, and then maybe some leaves coming, down here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. If we know that that's the part we need for our hem, we can kind of, since we're doing this on the fly, we can kind of wing it. I like this. We'll put the wings out here. She's going to be a little chunky little bird, little owl. That's great. So I hope that this inspires you. Okay. Grab an old paintbrush. So we're going to start with putting some Mod Podge down on our board where it's going to go. I'm going to bring her head down just a little bit. Put a coat of this on top of it, and we'll paint right on top of it. And then we'll resin. So see, we're going to do a few things. It's a true mixed media because we're going to have the paper, the wood, painting, and glass, resin, you know, all the things. Let me dry that. Okay, so let's do kind of some background color. This burlap is a nice light color, but I want it even lighter for most of this, so I'm adding some white to it. Just mixing right here on this old palette to get a color that I like. And we're just going to kind of block in some color to go first with the wings. I want to kind of get my bearings on how this is going to look. I'm using an angle brush, which works great to get the points of our little wing. Hi, Karma. Hi, Cheryl. Hello, Dawn. Okay, there's wings. Let me kind of get my bearings on head. I don't know if I want it quite this big, so I'm going to do it a little smaller and just see. No, that's good. That's good. So again, you break these up into shapes and you see oval, and this is really just half an oval or a squeezed together little oval, right? I just think it makes it so much easier to break it down and not be intimidated by painting because it's so relaxing. So relaxing. We're going to mix some of our burnt sienna with our black to get a really dark brown over here. That will be the base of my branch. And I'm just going to pick up some of that with the brown and work this in for a little pizzazz because it is a very neutral painting, really. We're using natural colors and then let's grab a little white. Ooh, I almost put that in there. And just like any wood, just kind of come through and put a few swipes of the different colors. So it's not just one solid brown. I'm not going to do a whole lot on this. We're going to kind of keep it moving because I don't want to run out of time for our glass and resin. I'm going to use the same angle brush for some large leaves. I'm going to mix that white with the forest green for a lighter color. Load up that forest green. Come into our lighter color for some simple leaves. Again, you're doing like a football shape and letting the colors kind of mix together on your brush. Easy enough, right? Because we're still just working in shapes, and this is what I call a football shape, or it's like an oval. Now we're going to come back to this palette, and I'm going to grab a round brush, and we're going to take a lot of white, work that in, and I'll dip a little bit into the tan. I like some big eyes. Okay, now we're going to kind of come in between and do the little feathery things up here. I like them dramatic. And then we can kind of carve out our little nose again we lost when we painted the face. It's just a triangle. Don't let it scare you, just a triangle. So using this round brush, we're going to start making feathers. I'm going to start at the bottom. My first one, we're just going to have it go down, okay? I'm going to pick up some tan and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now pick up white and do the next row. And just let your brush do the work, you guys. So easy. I'm going to try to do fast so that we, oops, I keep doing the wrong color. So that we can get to the glass and resin. Same thing on the other side. Doesn't have to match perfect. Feathers are organic little things and they wouldn't be perfect. He might be sitting at an angle, who knows. So just get them on there. Let's do the face the same way. We're going to try to do them smaller. For this, I don't care as much about doing every other. I'm going to just kind of get them on. So I'm going to kind of go around the nose. Since I have a lot of white there, I'm going to kind of come back and add some of that tan every so often. We're going to add some little wispies. So if you notice what I'm doing here, letting the tip of your brush kind of come up and add some wispies, and I want to do that kind of around here too. So just so it's not a perfect circle, you know, just like a round circle, but we have a little bit of wispiness around the face. Wispies every so often. See how that side looks better than the more perfect side? Just using the tip of that brush. Now I do give a tracer for everything I teach inside the VIP group, but you saw today how to do it yourself. You know, you can totally draw and paint yourself without having the tracer too. I'm going to switch to a detail brush. Let's have them kind of curl like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, those are tiny. Let's make them a little bigger. Jeez, I forgot she's a big girl. Now, the fun, you guys. We're going to come in here, add some flowers. You know what I call the Deb flowers? Just these little easy round flowers that are easy to make. I'm going to put some of those on her belly. Just make commas all the way around your little circle. I'm going to go back and grab that detail brush. I'm going to put a ring of tan. I'm going to do a black center. I might have it looking off. So we'll do it like this. I'm just adding a little water to my brush and letting that black get really kind of runny. And we're going to give her some eyelashes. I'm just going to grab in some white, and we're going to a little thing we do. And then a little extra dot. We're going to define her nose. You may have to look at my page for the finished. I don't know that I can get this done. There's some highlights. Okay, let's look. Let's take a look and see what she needs. She does need a little more, something in here. I'm just taking both colors. My favorite thing, I almost added, well, I added on a lot. It's White Pearl by DecoArt. We're going to take that white pearl and we're going to kind of give her some pizzazz. The only other thing I might do is add a circle around her eyes. We'll put it on top of this. Okay, let me dry this real fast. I can at least show you what it's going to look like. Okay, let's see up close. Let me show you that shimmer. See if we can get that on camera. It's hard to... Do y'all see the shimmer? So what I plan to add, this mercury glass, and this is optional. So if you don't like working with glass or resin, you know, you just have a pretty painting. You don't have to do this part. But I love adding glass to everything. And if you want to learn, I'd love to teach you. So there's that. And then I have this regular clear glass, but I like using a mix. So we're going to have some textured, I don't know if y'all can see this. I break apart vases, tea light handles, anything I can get my hands on. And I teach how to find things that are good glass to cut, because not everything cuts well. Some things I can pick up in my hand and go, nope, that's not going to work. That's going to break funky. And show them what tools to use. I've learned a lot by trial and error. Well, you get the idea, and then we'll add a few little embellishments like this or some pearls. Okay, guys, thank y'all for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day.